You know, maybe my last video was a little unfair. No, it wasn't. This game sucks. But I want you to see the kind of games that I have on this first immediate screen so that you know that I am both up to date with the trendy multiplayer games, the crafting games, the artwork, the classic solitaire, even Flappy Bird has not been deleted from this fucking account. So I need you guys to know I'm a serious gamer. I enjoy my games. I got Clash Royale just like everybody else. I got worms! I got worms! I love video games. But you people need to see this. So here you have, now I'm going to of course give them some credit. The game literally just came out. So having only 15 characters, not the worst. If you know Clash Royale and the system that they kind of adopted with the whole common, rare, epic, legendary, the value system of these characters and things that they can do from Clash Royale, it has carried over beautifully. And that's one of the few things that has carried over beautifully from Clash Royale through Supercell. So I'll show you the characters that I have so far from playing this game for about, I downloaded it last night around midnight, so I'll give myself 10 hours of gameplay. I've been really a fan of El Primo. Unfortunately, when you play as El Primo, the matchmaking goes fucking bonkers, and they put you with the worst team against the team, like, made to beat this guy. So let me just give you guys a quick rundown of the people that I have, the people that I've played against, so that you have some sort of an idea. Shelly, well, she's Shotgun Shelly. She can shoot a shotgun from mid-range. All the characters, through a system I'll show you in a second, can upgrade their damage, their health. Colt, he shoots pistols. He's not the worst character, except his damage is piss. And as you can see, you need Elixir to continuously upgrade his damage. That is piss. I will get to the Elixir thing in a second. Now this guy, Brock, he's not one of the worst. He's definitely not. He shoots rocket launchers, they go into straight lines, they have high impact damage. If you have him on your team, you better hope that he's being controlled by a competent player, because he's one of those guys who's a double-edged sword. If you know how to use him, you're going to wreck. If you don't know what you're doing, you are going to frustrate the shit out of your team. So then you have Jesse. Now, Jesse is one of my least favorite, and I know this is probably only the third time you guys have heard my voice, and I'm not trying to lose any fans out there. She's a cunt. This bitch, Jesse the hillbilly bitch, can throw a turret that is more effective than her actual gun, but her gun has a purpose. One of the things about this game, the ultimates, the supers, the more you hit with your basic attack, the sooner your super fills up. This bitch can fill her super up so fast, she can keep throwing these turrets down. And as awesome as that would sound if this was Tom Clancy for Supercell, and all the other characters so far presented in this game, so far, all 15 upon the release of this game, upon the soft launch of this game, she is one of those characters that is only broken by the fact that nobody can match the kind of abilities she can do. Moving on, one of my favorites, honestly. I don't have him yet, but he is classic, this guy. The little guy dressed as the bear is the character. The big bear is his super. He throws that big bear down, and it's a damage sponge that attacks people. He gives me the idea that this game is meant to be a little unfair, that each character is supposed to be unfair in one way or another, because the bear's health is ridiculous. He's a huge distraction in this game. Not saying that he should be removed. Maybe the big bear's health should be reduced, because this guy alone would be intense. And as I've shown you before, the matchmaking system in this game is broken. If they fuck around and throw you against 3 of this bear guy, first of all, I know he's barehanded. You saw the pun I just did there. But he throws missiles. He launches these powerful Kamehameha balls. So he's a bit of an unfair guy. Definitely needs to be watched out for. Dynamite, one of my favorite alcoholics of all time. This guy throws these Molotov cocktails very quickly. They get to where they have to go. His health it's a little shaky. He kind of looks like he could take some hits, but he's like a miner in Clash Royale. He's a fake tank. You know, he can absorb a couple hits, but really, as soon as you apply any form of pressure to this character needs to fall back. And on these tight maps, having to fall back with such little health against characters with great range and damage, he's one of those guys that you can definitely see falls off very quickly. You move on to my homeboy, El Primo. Now this guy, shit, how do I describe this guy to you? Alright, so he's been described before in many ways as being super strong, a lot of health, a lot of damage. His range is incredibly small. This is a kind of game where you want to use him as an ambush character. Unfortunately, like I said before, the matchmaking system in this game is fucking broken, so you end up having a team of all El Primos, and the problem with that being that his range is the shortest. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. If you have 3 people as El Primo on your team, you're gonna have a bad time. This guy cannot run. He is dirt slow. So in Gem Hunt, when you gotta get 10 gems and hold them, he's kind of an unfortunate person. The reason I made the rant video before was they kept putting me in teams of all El Primos against quick people who got all the gems and literally could just outrun us. If your game can literally end in 30 seconds because one group of characters can outrun the other group entirely. But then again, that's a problem with the Supercell matchmaking system and the balancing systems. This character in himself is one of those characters that I think is actually where he needs to be. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty of one of the more broken characters, Bull. Bull's health is fantastic. Bull's damage is fantastic. But for the game types that they have created for this game, he is goddamn inappropriate. He's just wrong. He's unfucking fair. Like the game type that I was explaining in the last video, Heist, where one team is on offense, one team is on defense. This guy alone can just run right into the freaking defense, destroy the safe every single time. Every single time I play this guy, I have not seen a single group yet that can figure out how to stop his special ability. It's a special ability, but he's just too much for the game types that they've brought so far. Moving on to Ricochet. Ricochet is one of the fantastic characters. He's got long distance range, his bullets bounce, hence the name Ricochet, and he's a robot. Not much else needs to be said. Barley. Barley's a piece of shit. Barley throws these slow-ass bombs, from extremely far away. They take forever to drop, and they do poison damage. They'll do continuous damage so long as the fluids of the bottle are still on the ground. And like I said about the other character for the game types that they present, he's another unbalanced character. For the Heist game type, all you have to do as him is throw bombs on the safe from very far away, and you can win the game easily. However, in their 10-man, last man standing, if you were to play as him, you'd find yourself highly exposed by his lack of health and the slow-moving bombs. He is purely a team, the 3v3 game type. That is what he's meant for. He is definitely not meant for the other game types that have come out with this game, and that is the rising problem, is the characters do not match the game types. Please let me continue with one of my... This guy aggravates the shit out of me, because did y'all know he's a healer? This guy heals and damages at the same time, so the same shot that would hurt an enemy would heal a teammate. I gotta tell you, this guy made me realize there's some stupid bastards on this planet, because there are people who are lucky enough to get this card, have no idea that he's a healer. I have unfortunately had the misfortune of standing next to this guy when I was in desperate need of healing, and he just stands there looking at me like I'm a fucking maraca or something. He's a good guy, definitely one of the better characters for all the different game types. But if you don't have him and one of your teammates has him, you better hope they know what the hell they're doing. Again, for a game that is aimed at the casual market, these are too many weapons of chaotic destruction that is just, it's just too unenjoyable. And speaking of unenjoyable events, this is cocksucker right here, Mortis. This guy is the bane of my existence. He's an epic. If I didn't show you before, I'll just run quickly through. The green is common, the blue is rare, The purple is... Oh, that's not purple. The purple is epic. He is an epic. His speed is insane. His attack is a dash. Who the fuck created him for this game? In a game where some game types are to collect the gems as fast as you can, he's like... Jesus, man. What was he made? He was made specifically to cheat. For certain game types, he is meant to be a cheating fuck. He's too fast, his range is ridiculous, and he's a specialist. He's not meant to go out there and just be a Call of Duty guy. He's definitely a more tactical character that, for all the other characters in this game, especially the El Primo players out there, he's a problem. He's the equivalent of a big fast guy running circles around little small people who are waiting their turn for some fair, balanced gameplay. Moving on to the next. Bow! Bow. He's got a bow. Goddamn, Supercell, you really went all out on your creative department with this guy. So yeah, he looks like an eagle, he shoots arrows, he's got high damage, he's another one of those epic cards. And again, for a PvP game that's team deathmatch shooting, having this common, rare, epic, legendary system is fucking retarded. And if you are offended by the word retard, unsubscribe. The Cactus, the first legendary, Spike. I've only played against him 1 or 2 times. He doesn't look like he does much, but then you see the kill feed and this guy wrecks. I have unfortunately not gotten to play enough against him, but I do know every time I have, he racks up kills. His abilities are very, very beast. And the last legendary, Crow. Now, if you guys are out there and you've played Crow, please leave a comment or something, because I've never seen this guy in action one time. I have no information that I can offer to any of you. Now, here's the thing that pisses me off about this marvelous game. So, you see on the bottom you have your 100 coin to purchase a Brawl box, which will either give you a character, an elixir to upgrade your character, as you can see by the gumball numbers. That's when I spent 100 and I got this character. Then I spent 100 more and I got one ability to upgrade, so I upgraded El Primo because fuck this guy. And with all the times I've grinded and played, as you can see, for 8 to 10 hours of gameplay, the characters individually level up as they win. So you can see Primo is my best currently, but I'm trying to keep it as balanced as possible in this unbalanced world that we live in. And if you get a duplicate, unlike Clash Royale, if you get a duplicate in this game, you do not increase your power. The entire card and the 100 coins that you grinded to earn, you get 1 token. You see that 1 blue poker chip? And you use those poker chips to unlock characters. So I'd have to grind, let's say, 1,000 coins in the hopes of getting all duplicates just for a chance to unlock one of these guys, because the odds of getting them in the chest itself are ridiculous. Again, one of those things that for a PvP shooter game is a really stupid concept. And speaking of stupid concepts, let me show you the game types that are here. You've got Smash and Grab and Smash and Grab. And my least favorite, Heist. Matter of fact, I could bet $5 right now. Matter of fact, I'm betting you $5 right now. I go to Brawl, I pick my character, it's putting me on defense. How much you guys want to fucking bet? I'm ending the video right here if it puts me on defense. Look at that, defend the safe. So you guys are, congratulations guys, you get to see this game. I'm not going to play the full thing. I just want you to see they have put me on defense. This makes 19 times in a fucking row. I don't even know where I'm going, because I'm not looking where I'm going. I want you guys to see the game a little bit, because, you know, it looks fun. I'm just going to run around and cause a little bit of aggravation because I only have 1 fucking finger. You can hide in the grass. After a while, you'll become totally invisible and niggas can't see you. You come back out here, run around. This is the safe that they're trying to get to. And as El Primo, it's not the worst problem in the world. Hold on, come here, you bastard. It's not the worst problem in the world, but once it gets to like half a minute left, you see this guy right here, this guy, oh wow, yeah, he's the big problem. That guy right there can get as close as he wants. Right there, you see where that grass is? The enemy can come right there and he can just pour damage onto this safe from all the way over there without any of us even being aware. you know, it's a little tricky trying to get used to. Oh, look, there he goes again, just throwing his bombs from across, and he builds up his ultimate so fast. Look at this. What would you do? What can you do? He gets close enough that I could punch him, but that's it. Now look, 8%. 8%. The chest is on 8 fucking percent. It's on 8% already. He threw one ultimate across the map. That was it. That's all he did. And look, from right there, he's going to finish that off. Boom. This is why this game type is absolute garbage. This is one of the worst game types out there. I might have to even trim this video down just so that people can see that specific example of what the fuck I am talking about in this game. Proceed. And because I lost, you know, oh wow. I actually gained a little XP for my profile, but as you can see, I am minimumed out at level 6. You have to win to level up your character. You have to win to level up your character. Yesterday, before it was Heist, it was the 10-man last man standing match, and that got me off my seat. I lost my mind. That was amazing. Being able to have Hunger Games style, 10 people, last man standing. This is my clan. If anybody ends up seeing it, NV 2.0, I am all by myself because I scream too much for people to enjoy playing with me. And unlike Clash Royale and other games, as you can see, there's not a place where you can buy other cards or upgrade the cards you have. It's just give us money, fuck you, pay me. Give us money, fuck you, pay me. Honestly, for my first game review ever, I'm going to have to give this on a scale from 1 to 10. I'm going to give this a 6. I'm going to give this a cold fucking 6 that with a sneeze could drop down to a 2. Because this game, as far as I've played it, is playing a very deadly game of bullshit. Bullshit chicken, if you will, where the developer is going to look you, the consumer, in the eye and say, you will continue to spend money until you have lost your patience. I can definitely see this becoming one of those games. While the game types, there's a lot of different game types, and you can play co-op against bots, or just you and bots versus bots, or the PvP. You can even invite your friends to join so you're not playing with complete idiots. Because that is another frustrating thing about this game. There is no way to communicate. As you saw in the gameplay, you can't talk to people. So how the hell do you strategize in a strategy game that's cooperative? Damn. And I don't even want to get to know... Alright, so the coins are what you use to unlock characters or unlock Elixir, which you use to upgrade characters. That's that purple one. The blue, if you get duplicates, you'll use to unlock a character because the odds of you getting a new character are staggeringly depressing. And the green is your typical transition real money into digital money so that you don't notice that you're spending thousands on this game. But I will honestly tell you that I have not been able to stop playing this game. I have not been able to stop screaming in frustration about this game, and I will continue to play this game as it goes on. As you can see, the smash grab on Hard Rock Mine is going to end in 3 minutes, so expect another video to talk about or show off at the very least what that's going to be like. This video is already running over 20 minutes long, and I doubt any one of you has continued to watch this whole thing, so I'll just throw a go fuck yourself out there and see who replies in the comments. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe.